Hi, hello. Welcome back to my kitchen. Um, Today I should be meal prepping. I do have some meals that are ready to eat, but once those are gone, I don't have any groceries or anything. But I mean, these I'll eat. They won't, they shouldn't be like a meal, but, so today I am going to make my version of lumpia, which is vegan. And honestly, the only thing I'm really changing out is I'm using Impossible meat. I'm sure they were out of Beyond. But yeah, I have the egg roll wrappers, the Impossible meat, carrots. I will be using probably half of this red cabbage. You can use regular cabbage as well. I've got some green onions and 5 garlic cloves because I enjoy garlic. I do not like onions. The green onions pushing the limits, so I'll just be using some onion powder. And then some vegetarian mushroom oyster sauce. I got this online from Amazon. And then some liquid aminos. So, I'm going to start my pan with olive oil. I have made this several times and I have not mastered the rolling, but I was looking at pictures of lumpia and I noticed it was more of like a paste in the middle rather than like you can see the individual ingredients. So I'm thinking everything needs to be smaller. Like I have just thrown in these julienne carrots. I'm gonna actually throw them in the food processor again, as well as like my red cabbage, because I think everything just needs to be tiny in order for you to really, one, get a decent amount of inside and for you to really, like, when you pull back on that egg roll, it'll condense and the pieces will be small enough that it can condense. So I'm going to start off with heating up my meat. I feel like traditionally lumpia is made with pork, and I think they I want to say they do it raw, and then when they deep fry it, that cooks it. I don't know if that would do the same thing with this vegan meat, so I'm just cooking it beforehand. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this in very small chunks. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna food process the garlic as well. Ooh, strong. But I like it. I'm gonna do the carrots next. So small. Okay, I'm actually kind of excited about this. Okay, now we're gonna chop up this guy. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Okay, let's see if I can avoid the larger chunks. So pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna add the seasoning. We're gonna do the onion powder. And I am not measuring any of this. I'm gonna do salt and pepper. And a little bit of the liquid aminos. I just use the liquid aminos instead of soy sauce. But you can use soy sauce as well. All right, and then the oyster sauce, mushroom oyster, I guess, which is pretty thick. I just don't care for onions. I know it's kind of a very distinct flavor, but so add this in. Okay, it's really pretty because now it's got the orange and the purple and the green. So I don't think this actually has to cook that much longer. And then I will start rolling them up. Okay, so I got my wrappers here, and then I have a little bowl of water as well. My mixture is done. So this is the part that's the time consuming. Because that's why people don't make lumpia all the time. So this is a much better consistency, I would imagine. I'm going to put my filling in there, take it, pull it back, nice and tight. And I'm going to wet the edge and wrap her up, and then continuing to pull back as I roll forward. Little lumpia. I think my husband would still want it a little thinner than this. Again, I have not mastered this, and I enjoy a lot of filling. So, I mean, that's the main point, right? You want to get all the good stuff. Whoops. But yes, at times less is more. If you get it too full, then it just starts to, I can't hold that roll, it starts coming out. Yeah, that one ripped a little bit. That's why. Good that you roll it on itself a couple times. I think this has 20 rolls. I'm sure I will have leftover inside stuff. And it's like they get better, they get worse. I feel like I've mastered it. And then one will just go to crap, so we shall see. The last time I made this, I had some leftover zucchini. I'm like, oh, maybe I can just throw that in because I didn't have anything else that I was preparing it for. No, it made the mixture way too liquidy because the wraps, like you can kind of tell when they get wet, that's when they get pliable because it's a dough. So when you add water, it just starts to kind of dissolve. I just want a nice bite, or a nice, I want there to be substance in every bite. That one's a little bit thinner, but I only used 1 scoop of the filling. Okay, here are the I can't talk. Here are all of them wrapped. I think I did a pretty decent job keeping them pretty uniform. And so like I said, excuse me, if like I'll only probably heat like 5 or 6 to eat right now, and then I'm just gonna store them in a container in the fridge with maybe some like wax paper in between, because once they go in the fridge, you're gonna get condensation, and we just don't want them to stick together. But yeah, the ones I don't heat, they're just gonna get put in the fridge because they're just not gonna be good if you cook them and then reheat them to cook again. Cool, so let's throw these guys in the deep fryer, or not, I'm sorry, the air fryer. Okay, so we're just gonna open this up. I was able to figure out, well, my husband was able to figure out how to open this up to clean it. So we're just gonna put a couple in here. Oh, hey, shadow, or reflection, I guess. Five? No, we'll do 6. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do this for just like 5 minutes because they don't need a lot of time. And then, okay, good. Cool. We'll come back. Okay, so they have gone off. And they do have a nice golden color to them. See, the liquid kind of came out a little bit. I've got my little plate over here. This one kind of split over a little bit. Split open. This means I didn't do a very tight roll. And let these cool. These are very hot. They are like hot lava. So you got to give them a couple minutes to cool down. And then I've got my sweet chili sauce there as well. Okay. I have let them cool for like 5 minutes. I had 2 more that didn't fit in the container that I put the extra ones in. So I decided just to heat those up and eat those as well. So hopefully these are cooled down. They still feel very hot. But dip in my sweet chili. I mean, it's still delicious. The wrapper is not obviously as crisp as it would be on a deep fryer. Hot. It's actually still a little bit doughy, but I don't think it would help to put them in any longer. I put them in for 6 minutes. Oh no, I got something on my tooth. Hot. And the ones, I had 2 left, I put them in for 5. I mean, they look about the same. I mean, it's just so good. Okay. Let me know if you try this. It isn't as hard as you would think. Lumpia is usually saved for like special occasions, a big meal. So it is very time consuming. I probably should have timed myself when I wrapped these, because you don't just make one package of the wraps, you make a ton at a time. So that's why it's so time consuming. And then you have to fry them all. So I will say that part as well. And you have to do that the day of whatever meal you're gonna have. Okay, hold on. So yes, that is why it is usually a special thing. But if you kind of downsize or make like your filling in advance, this is so good. Anyway, make your filling in advance, and you just have to roll it. I've seen too where they'll roll them, and like mine, I just have in the fridge right now because it'll probably just be very soon that I make those. But if you freeze them, it's probably gonna be even better. Because like I said, in the fridge they're gonna have the condensation. But yeah, let me know if you try these. Let me know what your favorite dish is. I've made these a couple times. I will say I think this is the best filling, at least texture wise, that I've done. Oh, you can't see this. Oh, you can kind of see the steam. So that's kind of the closest to it that I've gotten. Thanks, you guys. Sorry, I'm kind of in a funk today. Like, it's cloudy outside, but it's also kind of cloudy in here, so I'm sorry. That might have been the first time I've laughed this video. But yeah, I'm going to continue eating these, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!